Isite moyo ingcwele, moyo olungileyo. Isite moyo ingcwele, isite moyo ingcwele, isite moyo ingcwele, moyo olungileyo. Down, shit, jump shit, jump my duck, down, shit, jump my duck, das ist das Kuckuck, Kuckuck. Yakuza ngiyabona ngikhuleka kuwe ngihlala kuwe ngimotshelwa nguwe ngihamba ngikuwe ngivila kuwe ngifihle kuwe ungathi usuku le-Pentecost kanti isizulu liyahlokoma Down, shit, jump like that, go say something, down, shit, jump like that, go say something. See them boy in red, see them boy in red, see them boy in red, boy in red, see them boy in red, see them boy in red, see them boy in red, boy in red. Down, shit, jump like that, go say something, down.
Siyabonga laphana ke i-massive invasion ngoba ke ngiyanibingelela kwi-Car Radio as we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Igama lami nguNkocy nathi wanxumala go by the name of Nkocy SA. Today I'm saying seize the day dates from Tuesday as Tammy left us on Tuesday. Today ngizonqala about headlines against the sports around the world. We have tennis. Teenage Jack Draper set up on a British qualifier meeting with Cameron Norrie as a continued his stunning queen run by beating world number 39 Alexander Blunt. And we have Roger Federer say he was excited to be back on the grass. Roger Federer is happy because the first game yakhe we winile since siqala enye competition i-French Open nje bivalile by isivalile because ama-finals adlalile and bring you the results ukuthi kuhambe kanjani. We also have Osaka ekhuluma ethi after withdraw naye usefuna manje ukubuyela enze another champion le elandelayo competition ezoqala ngoJuly. Ufuna naye futhi manje ukuyibuyiselela so that she can take titles like before ngoba withdrawile after a health. We have soccer, we have Euros aqalile adlalile, and games they are very tough, they're very exciting to watch. Others they are ups and downs again. We don't have to forget ukuthi lapha we have also window transfer ekhona yebola of which ama league already English Premier League isiwakhiphile ama features season elandelayo. So we have ups and downs again. We have Italy booked their place in the 16 of the Euros with the group game to spare, and Manuel Locatelli scored twice in a comfortable 3-0 win over Switzerland. All eyes will be on Denmark as they make their first game since Christensen collapsed in Saturday's opener while the Netherlands faced Austria. We had this story lapana sa Christian Eriksen after a collapse during the game, and maybe sisa lapho I want to Later I'll be going to his story ukuthi what is happening in progress. Let's continue. We have Jack Grealish despite to play for England against Scotland Friday and prove to Euro how good he is. Grealish laphana ufuna ukuprove ukuthi how good he is after he's playing very well kwi Premier League idlalela Aston Villa and kwi squad sangesonto since England was playing where it won 1-0 and he wasn't in the squad. He was benched, but he's a player who's been proving himself in number 10 with England. We also have F1 sports expert F1 analysis Mark Grealish assesses whether Mercedes are poised to strike back in the title fight as weekend's French GP. By the way, on Saturday kuzobe kune race on weekend kuzobe kune race F1 laphana ke ezobe iqhubeka. Since we have the stories as F1, we have Perry reveals cause of Baku tie blowout. Perry has revealed its findings after investigating the cause of the Bastamatai of high speed aga Verstappen. Verstappen will be investigating the Bamatai and they are willing to solve the problem. We have a basketball news. Paul George scored 37 points to lead the Los Angeles Clippers, playing without injury. Cole Leonard will be injured. Charles Hynet's guard ukuba rookie of the year. Kevin Durant proves one superstar is enough. Kevin Durant usho after he buckets the 49 points against Milwaukee Bucks yesterday morning as Brooklyn leads 3-2 against the Milwaukee Bucks. We have cricket news. We have the first woman in England to play for T20. First black woman alone, but cricket they have T20s now bawadlala, and England was bringing the first black woman of which is John Beston. Sophia Denklin uzobedlala ukuqala as a black woman yase England. We have John Burst gauge England to huge T20 injury scale his way to smashing a superb 112 for 51 balls for fire. Yoshid Vikings passed Western Shit Rapids ungene kwi-injury after ukuhlanganisa i-century uJohn bese sothi kuma Deja ningiqalele ukusho amagama if I'm pronouncing them wrong. They are both named after their both names in the reporting you ukuthi what is happening. We have boxing. Dylan Welder tells Tyson Fury can't even knock me out and believes Britain WBC champions has a lot to worry about in the knockouts of the first game. And then we have we also have Olympic Games, of which I want to go deep into the story with what is happening. We have Olympic Games that are starting on July but we have ups and downs in the corner since there's a COVID-19 and abanye bathi awamiswe because isimo sakhona si tough as you know, and the 2 to 3% wabantu abavaccinated of which it's a percent encane ngoba big games aqale. Maybe let me go to a BBC News reporting the story. Okay,
Tokyo are not celebrating the coming Olympics, but demanding it be stopped. Streets of Tokyo are not. These people marching through the streets of Tokyo are not celebrating the coming Olympics, but demanding it be stopped. With COVID infections surging across Japan, 70% of people here now say they don't want the Games until COVID is vanquished. Over at City Hall today, Tokyo's governor Yuriko Koike was having none of it. The fight against the coronavirus has been a major ordeal, she says, but I would like us to overcome the virus and make the Games a memorable event. For Governor Koike, this is a political risk. She's going against people like Nobuko Shimizu, who is scared.
We can't have Olympic. Definitely. My mother is 91, so she's very vulnerable to the COVID things, I think maybe I will take her to the countryside to maybe 2 or 3 weeks away from Tokyo. It's more safe.
Japan's elderly are vulnerable because only a handful have been vaccinated. These pictures are from the first group getting their first COVID shot. They're from 2 days ago. So far, Japan has vaccinated less than 1% of its population.
Laphana ke, as we heard with BBC News reporting ukuthi ke situation ime kanjani eTokyo, Japan. As we heard even abahlali bezisholo bona ukuthi ke how are they feeling about Olympic Games ke besinomunye ekhuluma ngogogo wakhe ethi Nkosi yami since yena izimfo ezamkela kalula and shuthi yena shuthi uzomela amove amise kwenye country sithi there's a situation ekanje. And I want to have the comments kuwena lapho ke what is your take Olympic Games against the COVID-19 since we have mass situation and mama cases and before that I want to urge you please moya in public places, wear your mask, sanitize. As I'm continuing with the sports news and in this concern yes Japan nam iyan concern cool because I love as I love sports as well I love the safety of people and we heard that Lapana they will be allowing at least 50% wabantu who can attend the sports games and they also said they are over the news says the volunteers avoiding games comes to public opinions hosting the events in Down. According to the AP, an estimated to 50 to 80% Japan's population doesn't believe that Olympic Games should take place. Or 50% or 80% ongabelievele ukuthi Olympic Games should take over. Lokho kutshengisa ukuthi babathuke kangakanani abahlali bendawo ngoba kuzobe kufika abantu who are coming out of other countries of which they are not sure ukuthi bona bazobe kanjani and abanye bacabangela bona ukuthi what if they get infected after COVID-19 has taken over. There have been estimated 13,000 deaths related to COVID-19 in Japan, which is fewer than most countries. The Tokyo Olympics are scheduled to begin at the July 23 and run through August 8 and sisakhuluma ngezimpilo. We also on Tuesday we had Utami reporting our story for Christensen Eriksen laphana ukuthi what is happening, and today we're going to be sifuna ukwazi ukuthi from BBC is going to be reporting to us ukuthi what is the story kwenzakalani ngoChristensen at the moment.
The heartfelt messages were to get well soon, a show of strength for Christian Eriksen, who was awake, even asking about his teammates. Everyone here at this Euro 2020 fan zone knew it could have been so different.
Hearing that he's in good shape and he actually has some conversations with the team and so on is fantastic. And that's the only thing that matters to us, actually, Christian's health.
Yeah, the football is secondary today.
100%.
That sense of relief has been shared by football fans the world over. That's because today we got confirmation, if it were needed, of just how serious the situation was. Earlier we asked Denmark's team doctor how close they were to losing Christian Eriksen.
Yeah, what should I say? He was gone, and we did cardiac resuscitation, and it was cardiac arrest. How close were we? I don't know. We got him back.
And the sight of Christian Eriksen, conscious as he left the pitch, gave hope to all. But his teammates are being offered psychological support, and the Denmark head coach says it was wrong to ask the players to resume the match.
Players who is in a shock condition, players who almost, and they don't really know yet if they lost their best friend, and they have to decide.
Eriksen is still being monitored at Denmark's leading heart unit, where doctors are yet to work out why he collapsed. A tournament already delayed by the pandemic goes on, with football and life put in perspective. Nick Beek, BBC News, Copenhagen.
And siyabonga ke lapha by BBC usireportela ukuthi what is happening with story sakhe ke umfethu uEriksen umdlali webhola who is playing for Tottenham but he is loaned to Inter Milan ke, and we want to say please our brother sicela ululame soon. As we're talking about here Ericsson, I'm going to be reporting you with what was happening games from Tuesday, since Euro is still continuing, because now we games Euro is on Tuesday we had Finland against Russia. Russia won 1-0 against Finland. We have Wales winning against Turkey 2-0. We have Italy winning against Switzerland 3-0. And as well, on Tuesday we had Portugal winning 3-0 against Hungary, and then we have France winning 1-0 against Germany. Ikhona nje into engifuna ukuyibuyela kuyona kancane before isikhathi sami singiphe ku radio box or tune in. Just write car radio, and then uzokusilalela lapho ke live, bese futhi usilandela on our pages, car radio ku Facebook, and also car TV ku Facebook, and also subscribe on our YouTube channel, car TV. Kwisikole sike ku NBA. Let me take you to NBA. My results akhona ukuthi ke what happened ku NBA. Ku NBA we had Brooklyn Nets winning 114 against Bucks 108, of which ke bebewina igame yabo yesithathu Brooklyn Nets 3-2, sebeselele igame yokugcina. We had also Philadelphia Sixers losing against Atlanta Hawks 109 over 106, of which Atlanta Hawks, they are leading 3-2, of which it was surprising watching the game ukuthi ke Atlanta Hawks ke igame yabo bayidlalile before le ya 3-2 but winning 103 against 100 against Philadelphia 76ers, of which lama games also they look similar because bahlolana ngo 3 points. Eyokuqala ibe 103 against 100, esibili 109 against 106. We heard laphana ke ukuthi Atlanta Hawks game before le kade ngibona ukuthi ke they were trailing ku game 2, they were trailing 20 points behind, and they're looking at game 3 abawudlalile bucketing 3-pointers amaningi than 2-pointers ke, of which iyona ebasizile ukuthi ke they reach the score. We seen on the last seconds ukuthi ke Philadelphia Sixers, they were trying to make a draw down 103, of which they missed the last 3-pointer against Atlanta Hawks. We also had the game Utah Jazz, which actually Clippers, of which Clippers are winning 119-111, of which now ke abewina game 2, abewina 2-point wawo, of which wona ke angaphansi kuma Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz are leading 3-2 against Clippers, of which they are left with the last game. You decide ukuthi ke what is happening, they are qhubeka or bayaqeda ke. Okay, as I'm taking you to the next matches azolandela, we have Brooklyn Nets against Bucks, of which is their last games. Atlanta Hawks on Saturday. Saturday goes away go nama Hawks, nama Atlanta Hawks and Philadelphia Sixers. We also have Utah Jazz, nama Clippers, and then go Sunday we have Pinde futhi Bucks, nama Nets. Azodlala game 6 wawo. And then nama Utah Jazz, nama Clippers futhi nawo azodlala game. Or they're estimating which is best will be game 7 if they are going for the draw. Okay, as before I close the show, I want you to take you to the Lanjan. Let me give you the table, the reports. I know there are lots of players, there are lots of supporters. We have Group A, of which kuqhakele Italy, ilandela Wales, Switzerland, bese kugcina ke Turkey, of which ke Italy is booked the place we last 16, and then Wales ke isalandela ngo 4 point, of which anything can happen laphana ku Switzerland. If Switzerland needs 6 goals to be number 2 against the Wales ke laphana ke. And then we have a Group B, Belgium, leader got 3 points, and then ilandela Russia got 3 points, so by Finland got 3 points, Denmark with 0, and of which Belgium against Denmark they are 1 game behind. Laphana abantu abanethuba ke Belgium ukuthi ke beyibhukhele their sports kwi last 16. We have Group C, Austria number 1, and Netherlands number 2, Ukraine number 3, North Macedonia number 4. Feature ke Netherlands, Australia baqhwakele ngo 3, Austria baqhwakele ngo 3 points. Bese soba no Group D now basadlala imesha yodwa of which ke abantu abahleli phambili ngama-point ke England and Czech Republic with 3 points both, balandela Croatia number 3, and then Scotland is number 4. Then ke futhi ke abanye abantu esinabo Group E, we have Slovenia number 1, Spain number 2, Sweden number 3, Poland number 4, of which ke Slovenia is leading 3 points ko bonke la bantu aba Group E, of which Spain sina 1 point, Sweden 1 point, and then Poland have 0 points. We have a group it's half that we discussed in the time before, of which Portugal is number 1 by 3 points, France number 1 3 points, number 2 3 points, sorry, and then Germany number 3 with 0 point, in Hungary with 0 points. Ame kanjalo ke ama game ke ayo ke Euro. And then of which ke uKrejokova ke udle umhlanganiso kwi French Open wathatha iGrand Slam okuyi title ke ebalekile kwi women's, and then wawina ngo 6-1 2-6 6-4. Siyambona ke laphana ke ebambe ke I trophy ke of which it's something good to watch umuntu wesifazane ukubona lo wesifazane ebambeke indebe, because he's been taken by abantu esibaziyo obo Osaka taking ama Grand Slam, and then she's taking the title at her age again. Before we close the show, another thing ngifuna reporter the last thing ngifuna reporter ukuthi ke since EGP is going to be nge-weekend izobe idlala imoto F1 ke, let me report to you ukuthi kume kanjani etafuleni. We go to drivers. Number 1 Max Verstappen waka Red Bull with 105 point, of which ulandelwa Lewis Hamilton angamshiya kakhulu umshiya ngo 4 point, of which una 101 waka Mercedes. Then number 2 Sergio Perez ke wokwi Red Bull. I-Red Bull inkosi yami ke iyona team engathi ke i-challenger uMercedes kakhulu, because 2 of their people bakwi top 5 ke, of which ke una 69 points, utrailer kakhulu ke nje ulani bamshiya ngo 30 points ushiwa uHamilton. Bese kuzoba Orlando Norris owe McLaren na 66 points, Charles Leclerc Ferrari 52 points. I'm going to give you just the top 5 because baningi kakhulu. Let me go to top 5 here. My team, we have a team number 1 Red Bull, as we see lapana na kubadlali number 1 ina 174 points, of which landela Mercedes with 148 points, of which it's a huge space laphana ke. Mercedes have to work hard ukuthi athole le title yawo back. We have a Ferrari elandela ngo 94 points, number 3 McLaren with 92 points, number 4, and then we go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, and of which is Car TV, and go to our official commenter on what is on our shows. In the morning before I close, we had Obuhle and Sambulo taking our day with sports. Umuntu ozosilandela ke manje ke untokozo Happy Makhanya, intokazi happy lapha ihlezi happy izobe isilandela lapha from 3 isibeke lapha ku 6 p.m. Before I leave, I'm not leaving you alone. Nginishiya in a massive invasion. It's supernatural.
On Car Radio. www.carradio.co.za.
Nkocy, 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 Kotama, Singing Kara, Nazakin Bono, Gacho, Kochu, Kotirigita, Kanya, Zitem, Sozako, Ankulu, Maketa, Satan, Minang Bushu, Agamani Mazanga, Pagate, Ingen, Kosokazu, Lomagitu, Tarum, Sinda, Wangishi, and the Poo, Ezuri, Musawena, Musawena, David, Musawena, Musawena, Napatuama, Musawena, Musawena, Tokida, Musawena, Musawena, Ezuri, Musawena, Musawena, David, Musawena, Musawena, Napatuama, Musawena, Musawena, Tokida, Musawena, Musawena, Uchasu Asemandula. Kusasenguye namhlanje wayesenzizimanga uJesu wasemadula uJesu wasemadula